Welcome to another M6 tutorial. In this video I'll be previewing the ARS broker package. I will step through the necessary forms in order for you to carry out your business, as well as show you how to navigate inventory and the forms themselves. The first step of this video and the first form that we will be explaining is the sales order. To create a sales order, click the header found in column D. Upon clicking the heading, a parts list will come up asking if you'd like to select a customer part number. If you have a customer that repeats orders, it's nice to pick the part number from this parts list and already have the specifications automatically preloaded. If not, you'd hit escape and you would enter the part specifications. For the purpose of this demo, I've already created a part, so I will click it, BH2530. It knows that this is a repeat order going to Fanta Steel, so I'll select Fanta, hit go, and then I'll enter a hypothetical PO number and hit OK. Once you hit OK, you'll be taken to the sales order form, where you'll see I already have preloaded specifications based on the part number that I had chosen. All I need to do now is enter the product description, grade, and change any of the other information based on this sales order. I'll do that now. Once again, verify all the information is correct before hitting save, and hit save at the top of the form. You will notice that the cost amount has been extended based on the information that I have selected. And to get back to the M6 panel, you will simply hit back at the top of the page. Once you are returned to the M6 panel, you will notice that a new sales order form tab has been added to your sales order column. Click the form tab and click this blue box next to the form tab to expand the quick list. Clicking this box will expand the quick list to display every sales order that you currently have in your database. This is a major benefit to the end user, allowing them to see their entire business in one simple screen. In the top, in the quick list, you can see all the applicable information they might need for a quick phone call as far as width, size, and weight, as well as price for a previous order, as well as making it easier to give a quote for future orders. The yellow inventory list box to the right shows the inventory that would be able to fulfill the sales order specifications, allowing users to know if they need to purchase inventory or if they have inventory available. For the purpose of this demo, I will continue to the next step, which will be to purchase material, specifically for this order. As you can see, I have a dialog box up on the screen from when we clicked the form tab at the previous step. To create the purchase order, it's very simple. We will go to the dialog box and click Copy to Purchase Order to copy the specifications from our sales order. This box is asking where the material will be purchased. We'll be purchasing this material from Dominion Steel, so I will click their name from the list. This is asking where we'd like the material sent. It's defaulting to the customer we selected in the sales order, but since we're sending it to a vendor to get processed, I will clear out this information and select the vendor for processing, which I will be using ABC Steel. Once the purchase order is loaded, please change the width of the coil that you are purchasing, or if there's multiple coils, you can duplicate the line information by clicking A26. For this, we'll just be purchasing one large coil. It'll be 36 inches wide, one piece, and the weight will be 32,500. Enter the material cost. In this case, we'll be purchasing the material for $27.50 per hundredweight. Verify the unit of measure code is per hundredweight, and hit save at the top of the form. Once again, we can see the cost amount has been extended, signaling the form has been saved, and we can hit back to return to the M6 panel. Once we return back to the M6 panel, we can see that a new form tab has been added to the purchase order column, found in column E. I'll click the top one, which is the most current one, and we see that the dialog box takes us to the next step, which will be receiving the material. Once again, following the same premise as the sales order to the purchase order, I'll be copying the information from the purchase order to the receiver. I will click that from the dialog box now to take me to a receiver. This is asking where the material will be processed and stored. As I said earlier, we're having ABC Steel do the processing, so I'll hit go. Once you are taken to the receiver form, you can see there are a couple arrows placed to call your attention on the pertinent information that needs to be verified. For the purpose of this demo, I'll say that I was unable to purchase the one coil that I had been seeking, so I had to buy 2 coils with similar heat numbers. We're going to adjust the widths and the weights. Enter the vendor tags. I'm going to just create a hypothetical vendor tag here. Drag it down to make a sequential order for the tags. Once I verify the vendor and ship to information is correct, I will hit save at the top of the form to receive the material. Upon clicking save, you will see that the system has generated 2 tag numbers, and I will now hit back to return to the M6 panel. Upon returning to the panel, you can see in the yellow inventory list box to the right that our material has been received and is being displayed. And so we will proceed to the next step, which will be processing the material that we just recently received. In order to create a processing order, we will click the sales order that we created first, and we will copy the pro order in the dialog box. The dialog box will once again be asking who will be processing the material, and I'll be selecting ABC Steel once more. And you will now see an orange form tab created in the pro order column. This signifies that a processing order form has been created, but it has no tags on it, so I will select the 2 tags that we had just received in order to place them on the form. I select the 2 tags from the yellow inventory list box, and to place them on the form I simply click that orange form tab. Then a dialog box will appear asking if these are the 2 tags that I wish to put on the form. They are, so I click OK to go to the form. This is your processing order form. As has been the case with the previous forms in this demo, verify all the information on the form. Column O will contain all the product specifications from the part number. Column H will contain the reference information for the form, as well as the cost and the unit of measure used for the processing. Rows 41 and below will contain the original tag information of the tags being processed. Once you verify that all the specifications are correct in the part field, you can now make your cuts. I will enter the cuts now. Above the number of cuts, you will see a tag count. We now see a drop as well to the left of our cut count. We need to add a drop of 1 inch to account for the drop. So to do so, I will click to the cell to the right of our current cuts, and you will see that the drop information has automatically been computed and placed in the column P. I'll enter the cut information for these. And once everything is verified and looks correct, go to the top of the form and click Save. These dialog boxes are going to ask you for the number of tags. You can add tags or reduce tags here. To return back to the M6 panel, simply hit back. Once back at the panel, we will proceed as if the material was just processed and we received the scale weights. So I will click the pro order that we had created, click Open, and post the scale weights. Once scale weights are posted, you can enter the original tag or select it from the side menu containing the original tag information. As you can see by selecting the original tag information on the right, it changes the heat number and product code if there was a difference. I'll return to the top and enter the cost of processing and enter the unit of measure code. I will hit save. I'll return back to the M6 panel, and upon returning you will see the production tags are now displayed in the inventory list box to the right. The next step is to ship the tags to fulfill our sales order. I will select them from our inventory list, and click New Shipment to create the shipping order. It's going to ask you to verify the sales order that these tags are being shipped for. This is the correct sales order, so I hit go. Verify that all the tags on the shipper are the ones being sent out, and you can scroll down to see the other forms attached in the shipping package, such as shipping instructions and material certifications containing the material description, chemical properties, mechanical properties. When ready to print or PDF, just simply hit the buttons at the top. I will display what the PDF package looks like now. When you click the PDF button, it'll take you to your Outlook email application. I already have the PDF attached. I already have a subject line based on the shipping order number and your customer PO, as well as the customer emails found in your customer directory. Simply hit save, but I'll preview the PDF package. As you can see, here's our shipper form, the shipping instructions, and the material certification pages. Upon returning back to the panel, you will see that there is still some inventory left over from the processing order. This can be used for future use. The next step will be to bill the shipment that we just created, found in the shipment column. We click the Form tab and click Bill Shipment. Upon opening the form, just verify everything looks correct once more and hit Save. Hit back to return to the panel. You now see in the yellow inventory list box the inventory that was shipped and billed. This brings us to the conclusion of the demo. I hope this overview of the M6 broker package provided by ARS gives you just a small picture of the many benefits that this package could provide to you and your business. The goal is to maximize the efficiency for customers by having all of their information readily available on one panel. Thank you.